Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Efoneti for me mo bibiara kwaba eba PENDREAM TV. Just Makati ene nana otuda ko den sembe tutu mo chese Chief Justice aya suspend Mahama wan sakeno. That's a when you free hokra na Chief Justice Krampo engo do press conference. And sema hudo bi ka we hona Just Makati ene nana otuda ko ede tuja. Come on yankoti omonsem no enchirimu. Subscribe to the channel and share the madi no ma. Afofro ensa enkabi. To adventure e wo comment section ho yenti omonsem no enchirimu.
Former Chief Justice.
Former.
But
you're suspended on your former. So let's address it.
You invited me to come and speak my mind.
No, but I did not invite you to come and speak untruth.
What is untruth?
Oh yeah, suspended.
So why would you not keep quiet and listen?
There's a committee in place. The committee has not pronounced so a former. So treat it as such. Or a suspended Chief Justice.
Arabasa maker.
Yes.
Now no two. Mark today's date. Nothing would change her status from former Chief Justice. That is what she has become. One who Chief Justice are what hold you press conference.
Who be that?
Why?
It's Tokornor.
On your Chief Justice. Who can who did Bibia Beshen and him? What I say? You brought something. Obia knew a prima facie case have established against you. I was surviving that. You won't survive. Once there's a prima facie established against you, why is she saying there is no prima facie? Because on him, the implication said once there is a prima facie, she's a goner. And you or not, and never determine whether or not there is a prima facie or not. The committee, or more determined that the committee is working. The committee has been composed. So we have gone past prima facie debate. What I say? They say, oh, in Yanubia, as the committee, But I think sir, President Mahama has been so lenient. So lenient. Mami we Abu Mraso. Because we are told, say, by Article 146, procedurally, the hearing of this matter, in camera, abe hold press conference. And ka we na letter ba wajinadi.
No, the president hasn't got that power.
We hasn't got what?
That power. The Constitution does not say that. Constitution is a committee.
This is
report
direct. Which we have gone past the committee. No, this woman has broken law.
We are dealing with law.
But the law
we are pocket lawyer.
Yeah, but
the Article 146 gives a particular legal.
And it gives her the right.
Nowhere in the Article 146 not the president.
But it gives.
It's following a committee's review. No, but let's get it right, bro.
No, what you are saying is you are being too, regimental, mechanical. Okay. You are trying to no.
But that's the law.
But that is not it. The law now can he like to say obey my press conference. No, read that one too.
Oh, so
Article 146, where is it provided say Chief Justice, while the case is being heard, she can hold press conference? Tell me.
Nowhere.
So she has violated that.
Yes.
Based on that, the president can fire her. I am misconduct. And I win him. Who? Sometimes. No,
I agree with you.
You don't agree.
The point I'm making is
that point
the
is not
president
a point.
Can fire her, but it must take a committee's report. That's the point I'm making. Before the president can act.
Chief Justice acquire press conference. Is that what you want to say? No. A live program and no be a fire mufabi.
Yes.
And that's a BC that. Once I was a politician with there, we will treat you as such. Because no one dare to say this is a case in a political case. Or say a political witch. If you are not a politician, nobody will hunt you politically.
Okay.
Because we are a politician, and into no more hand to politically. Into what's what dare to move that you need to or see when justice for mine or dissentee or decision being tino or be a target. That is Chief Justice as some of capture general. Yeah. Going by that logic, means enunti na Supreme Court omun dissent na. Because when you dissent yet na matre ma adwena divine so atre na adwen different na just divine be metamfo. Is that why the Supreme Court was doing 11-0, 9-0? Was that the reason? Chief Justice Akache yenramo ye nyina atiase say ne nti a woni poamanka.
Yeah.
And it's almost not case be so. Poama call left or no call right. A whole no be poama tamfo. Is that the practice? Is that the law? Me na me wango and me wo ho no bianka me bisa the question. Say nanu ya October 30th 2024. And no dismissing case be. You see, the case is constitutional and not political. Therefore, the application is misconceived and dismissed. These were her words.
Based on their grounds.
Yeah?
Okay.
Now, Omu raised the objection
Based
on Justice N.S. Yaogeu, and then Gawu is a day. Jewu, is that the name? Jewu. When they were raising objection, said Oti panel be so. This was raised by Thaddeus Sorry.
That's right.
Meka Supreme Court, Speaker of Parliament. Today we must know. Papa, we are a MPP ni parliamentary candidate da. And there are some who are by a MPP for anyway in Muntindabi. Yeah, man, in transfer case, you want to. Chief Justice na read the lead judgment. Or see, the case is constitutional and not political. Therefore, the application is misconceived and dismissed. October 30th, 2024. Case now a court na only Puamantis was it political or constitutional? As far as I know, Supreme Court deals with constitutional matters. They don't deal with political matters. Why?
You're correct.
So why is that coming back here? January 4th, 2021, the same Supreme Court notice to be almost dismissing case that is statute objection to Onyenuga. Also on TSA, NO2 case. No, see, the court shall therefore, the court said there was no substance in the allegation. Nyachachuka ye say Onyenuga ni amewiye friends, they are close, and therefore they don't see Onyenuga to give that or see that allegation. It has no substance. Then there was the third case, October 2021, against Justice Doche, any Onyenuga, with their relationship with Peter Amewu. The Supreme Court, in separate rulings, dismissed the charges of bias and compromise against Justice Doche, and we say there is no merit in the suit of Mufale to do this. On one Etnasu, she has been the president of this court, delivering these decisions. And the same thing about 2 hours that be Odian and New Quincy Yanisa. The worst of it, Chief Justice is telling us the venue. So, but be a dear seminal on Pehonum, invoke some memories be. Now, since when do the person standing trial
accusing one choice
and determine when they should hear your matter?
Great question. Since when?
You still have the right to pick and choose where you want to sit, where you should be heard. Senya araba Tokornor nanka menti bita. You see, you're right as a citizen. It gets to a point that a keteli mebwa. If she doesn't know, this is one of the times. And the right as Chief Justice, you arrested that powers as Chief Justice. And untinane, you are no longer the Chief Justice, but former Chief Justice. But some will maybe choose to say suspended. Those who are diplomatic would want to say so. But some of us who are very straight and frontal sees you as our former Chief Justice. So I say, and I don't get it, Nana. Now, press conference Just say this country. Say no police need that to dinachi.
Because
she's been suspended. No, suspended. As who a chief justice in the police in the DISASSOCIATES, you know. Once I just suspend
guilty for now.
Oh, when they interdict you, you know you don't even get salary.
Yeah.
No, and then
you're on interdiction.
When you are interdicted, you don't.
This thing, you withdraw.
You withdraw
so
everything.
They should have withdrawn
that is it. You withdraw catesis everything. Agozo is a typical example.
Yeah.
You're interdicted Agozo on uniform. Yeah, manager. Yeah, man will show you. You won't do anything. That is why I said President John Dramani Mahama is too lenient.
If that's the case,
she has endorsed this woman to this level until our misbehavior.
It's not because he be a President Mahama soon himself. A certain committee is in place.
You see, when you are being reasonable and people are not matching you with reasonability, you go rogue. So I say, you go rogue. What? See, he has endorsed this woman for far too long. One, only key letter. President actual letter Mau, one key letter no in the first place. Who there a radio station in this Accra? Content by content. Who read Nra? Ashre Nyami and Nima Bekacha Ghana was that you were not given a petition. Where you na kwa sorry. These ones get opportunity to stand on pulpit and preach. About the name in sorry.
When I'm sorry.
No, because you to me share when my brother born farm where there.
I saw Kuya. When I'm sorry, be a
yes, your dear Tinu share and see your dicana no more. But I say, share when more there now. You see, for me, Obia will name you. Now, quite when Uncle was sorry for better far. Uncle, we are by. Says soon. For a demand to her. But you see, she ended up on a dramatic notice. Say, on resigning. And that, or resigning, and I say, or you're guilty, me why?
No correct.
It is not for her to resign. But Biadri, she doesn't have the option of resigning. Ya trahonum.
To create impression.
But then create impression. Say, I say, one no person untimi resign.
Ya traho.
Arabato konu ucho resignation na ebe force mama so one for what the mama nintu.
Yeah.
At this point, it is the president who will accept the resignation. You cannot, because a trigger process against you. The process is in progress. You must. I don't even know why Puamana will delay. I don't know why they are delaying. Why can't you bring us a report and let's clear this woman? Because Jemensa will lay no more chair. Who delay? Yeah, we need to finish this one before August. What I say? What delay? Yeah. That is Pama mu delay, yeah. Munyan and Tem. None ye besinsi.
Well,
Araba and Chief Justice Bill. Oh man, them matching up. You need not be.
Okay. Divine.
Now, say security, but yes, was it security? Now, you too quiet. Now, say for security reasons, who do you know your military? Oba na who didn't call you, no. Salvation Army, no your commander. If for security reasons, not security was too quiet.
Yes, security now,
and yes, security now, I see within too quiet. What just security now do you call? Can see for adamant reasons. For emotional reasons.
8 minutes national. Father. Babadoka one. Tiabesa Barano. If I can help
him. Many simple cry, many short cry. Kakre be mean can be read. Share. Unim. Enra adie no a maame no ebeye no wo. Sebi mpreduasa se uti akire na se o wadwi mu no a obedwin se wakanya sasem ana se waka bibia ese we sympathize with her, but she's abusing that spirit of sympathy now. Yes, I Ghana for the man, no, because we take care of. I think say what she came there to do, no, was a propagandist gymnastics, no, you know what a propagandist to manipulate the cognition of nkrofo na onu feel say omo ye gullible no ato nsam na gumu so na the adwendwen ato so
or they attracted public sympathy.
And you know she was very
Me say what they attracted public sympathy.
And as a public for your movie or sympathy.
no or I didn't know no make us say or no quarrel or you're very dishonest and disingenuous. And I'm surprised that such a woman of a caliber on cannot correct to me rise to this rank obey Chief Justice of this country. And no shocking me. And no name me one. Unim say woko and some be now ka say oh bobo boswa. Clearly no you come to understand and say maame no emrana kasa na ede mra no onimu mra no so onimu mra no so a why not just so fa mra no nya adwuma because everything you obey obia emotional theatrics and ameboa what in statement in 45 minutes or addressing nation what any single aspect of constitutional court law Becca say article this not a single quotation be or can say law we die enye law and unim ade ankofo be brains when you say before an press conference we Becca say some we some wa kan no enye ni o unim say the petition no dey call Supreme Court I be cross so that's what High Court and am no ka say unim say it's the same thing no be read it here no unim so dey cause handsome with the Supreme Court am ya boagu
you know some can
Ghana for and she calls herself Chief Justice, head of the Judiciary. How comes all of a sudden, you know, we lose confidence in the same Judiciary now or head you over no on trusted judgment now no akasa call you know. Tie wako court for the same reasons you know. Court na bagu say wunni na so. They see there Madam Tokornor say on G court nim DB.
Anka kwa appeal.
Hey, that's how we mami we say or your Chief Justice of Ghana. Na unim asemi okaya
court your review then go back review
asemi okoya eka okaya mi wan ba ko kra ne say osi petition no onu kra na no wan say e di asema to no so a on your opportunity be ampo hu content of the petition nana iti petition be no responding to no oka say yeah man 10 days but within 7 days was or my response no petition who ye normal response and I say there's another form of petition be baby I expecting. Mami we unim say o share the report ni mu a o ye the press ana o pick chusu baby e be wasumu de no no waka intedu baby no o see even my travels no no or see when you read the clause and so if you read the law on travel policy now it tells you that you can go with two dear people and oja see honum one mention said the two people no ya churo specific secretary this administrator security one mention no this see honum again she was confusing private trips with official trips Omo policy ni moi when you are embarking on a private trip you say you can embark on that trip specifically with the security now say in the law no the security they are utilizing no for emphasis security pen now betimi na ko ma me ne bae no obedi through the to so
a whole chief justice
former chief justice
suspended chief justice to be better say or receive threats and for ehunahuna no now obi who receive threats na so we here I was expecting so because to have reported the case. Ewo Nima police station and I say IGP and I say me no makasa. On one so that baba tun so receive threat from why. Now who chief justice a woni mumra po receive threat ma wo shaker. Now you ordinary people e so be dey. Uni ma de ba ku bi o ma me no sa so ye ya. Ne ho sa so shocking me say ye ma ne kwan ma ne ku ambenu no. Ewo committee ne honom na sabi o committee adwuma na ye betoto ano te se court no obi ani din mi bisa obi ani din na de tie wo din ayi wo age ye sense responsibility as citizens and say who ya oboni e wa na ya oboni o background to me ka say ono obecha oboni no
oboni nti na echedi
na wo di oboni awi a wo se ade na ye ma wo kwan na wo ku embedi wachi emba room ho bi no metna ho no kra no emotional inconvenience say create inconvenience emotionally for you because uku embetra wo nchen ono otena ne court ono mo starting so di asem no what say accused person bi ejina docket mu anaso
oni ne kunjina
ono say oba be ma no emotional support da. As for Madam Tokornor, Felicia ono or a special person in Tino, and Brano insisa because ono a special. Now send me a becca and say, baby, I have your case, you know. Wouldn't say first obedi trobi say member and a section or call no more, member and a section. And my government officials by Bonti ebe should disclaimer say it's not true. And your ma and a section. What I say, or so say a honor almost that place no kwa a reminding of near binti no I had to say for person share that no no call what's here the statement in ma or you subrofobi I want to make this disclosure for the first time. It means that it is something that nobody knows.
Yes,
you are telling the public for the first time. It's on the call sir AI do say AI do a honum no okache committee no na say oja committee no no ba public and oba catch Ghana for this should tell you say mami no oni adwen papa again osanso beka about Shining Star say it's not registered oma hwehwa mu baby utie no sa kra na you might think that she's making sense banya sabi anim chese yeah the whistleblowers act e wo hono mu e ma obi a kwan kra say utumi tete no wa leak information. The substantive issue, not substance of the issue now, nipa no edeva no. Address it. Shining Star for no fan say, me no tia the CAE, na no too. Na me leak information be my security for say, where we are camera back ho e dey go.
Yeah.
Now we catch a police for no say person hu nipa na e leak ya na say me wa police so ba no na camera ni kita. O si there be me and camera na camera na we are na obi a leak no, ba person hu nipa kra o leak information. O sha asem we aba wo mu. And Unim say all can no. She was trying to wrap up to make it look like say we're executing the mandate here as Chief Justice. Now, mudi nyama way nyina mudi small clause in this small problem be pe and eba beto no so no two.
Yeah.
So when your appointment letter wa cry from has CAE. Okay. Na ya ma KPI o target say adwuma say and na dey ba be hye won sa ya dey hye say wie na utumi meet target no a eno nkyere say wo ho kwan say wo kwa microphone ni computer say wo ha fa ko ofie na use no e wo private yi na ja wo say o buy why adwuma cost listenership no ekosoro intino ya tia okantino wa wi anya maneko eno de fa ho ni achievement bia wo mra so a emra no eno ubedi se ne fata na obetra se o ya do kosa dan ni mu a edan no e ma memories bia tocha wo ni ayi senka criminal bia wo ho kwan na go decide how the person should be treated. See nyina ke beka se ye treat yen nyina in a special way.
Okay,
me ba me lande
in fact what time dey answer back 1 minute now.
So my 1 minute no. Enti me pesa me chiro say. Me pesa me chiro say. Hwe say Osimesi anam ho no mu a ono be ka kire say ontumi nko ho. Unim hwe 28 February road. Yeah, de bia na mo no monim nyama remind ye na nanu mu aye bubbo mu tuo ho no mu a. Enti ke be ka say edu ho no be o close that part of the road no. Kotoka unim Kotoka International Airport edu onu mu a memories ay nya o Kotoka just the name keke no
Supreme Court and omo sentence Alista Nurse ni Mugabe ni yen ko ngodi azali bia
yen ko bia je be ka say yes you find call special place na me krakra no
na this na kwa
I think go twem ni ma police station ade ba ko a ubetumi di aka esi so ni say uwo kohwini bia o kana asemu a on pay accountability on pay even saying witnesses and on pay follow up questions adia ba ko ma me ne ye ni say unim say the press conference na chini no so ye obi a o ka no kra na ko be allow for questions.
There was no question.
Okasa we ya pe no the mic no to no ja ho.
No answers.
O yo bi a o di so person bi a be bisa approach holes sa na ni so by
right. Me bacho answer na kwajo bebe mu no eye ningo pram yesi ensu
ade
to ho papa
Adoko.
Dabi. Obi the message. No, I say good evening. No, sorry. No, how different. I'm sorry. I say good evening. No, to please inform drivers that it is raining heavily with stormy winds. So drivers using the road from Somenya through Manya Kromo, Odumase to Pong, and it environs must drive carefully.
Why are they?
That area. But I say.
Metro.
Yeah. No more strike. I'm done this in Passa me a year no there. I don't know me. I'm ready for you. I'm going yeah, me doesn't me 80 no. Me say 88. Only me use me 1 minute to find out the na na otu da ko. Foreign minister but we be in check ese nkoma no. Oba o ye adwuma pa okuje to abra kwa. But adwuma na wo ye do ba bia na ehun ne ma bi nsa anko yi. Passport says oh yeah, open passport to come temper. But we are na your movie na sa sa kogu a post office. No to ebe ko di one ma bre kompo bi nim ba bi ko ni passport akokodi. It's simple.
And I no person no akwete na ade.
Yes.
And I be proxy cry na.
Rebooking cry ni go bi o.
We do me ya no ma so ni na kogu ba bi kogu on ma ni pa ni nim ba bi e wo. Wo ba che shot the nsan Canadian. Yes minister. Ade na o de ba dey ko ba post office issues in there. I said the whole show. To be say no san to wo yi pa. But I
don't so what ayi mu adwuma.
Okay, so with me there no. Omo frame Monday. Who's over ha unya network. Omo frame na man no. E na omo test say omo frame a man ti me frame na man. Na man no frame enko.
Oh.
So me tracy call we Accra detector. I know say post office.
Okay.
Truly who call post office am for ku a.
Ah, do na okwaje wo.
I
am go there.
That is the point.
Security I think say sa post office thing na nka enye adebone. But
yeah, no option.
I remember post office for Accra adwuma.
Oko ha nipa egu ho no. Oko Accra we ka say ye ko hwe.
You go to
go back to the same.
This is Ukra number.
This is Ukra passport number.
Number no.
Ukra because me call no so say me back to office.
No
nti almost have fresh say omuhu then and I'm saying
that is I see the whole post office you
so what do you think sir?
Who's the optional? Nyansa wako school wonim de me papa Kofi Mensa ya obra have Kenya say boja mpangure mu ya force person ni tukwai ne wa ya mana de na kodi baabi but onye fa no wakwa kwaje no
as soon as you tamale na aba.
But you know what they have to do is say like the way when we you have to put tracker. No, you have to put tracker on it. Say so do a tamale and yes over. The person can tell which post. They be land the crown. You get alert on your phone. Say your
but you educate me. You need passport office regional.
You will be.
So if we're in Tamale,
no, they do on one say be our end there.
If you have a picture on cry ha.
There be Central Region Pocha. Central Region Pocha.
On answer mo be kakra ka on say
Central Region Pocha.
Media me say minister. On to niam we ni ntimi ko anim. Ba bi ejira no de ano wo hye. E ho to no one for the American forget about it. Na otu da ko winim Supreme Court for na ma me no di anim no. Office here no ya na yenya some Supreme Court office we yefe e da wura mamusum na mo sa hye white na mo dia betra ho wo office here yakoma papa mu na no dia no wo kana enwo sa state no wo kana wo se e ka ne niam no sa de se ma de no se bi Supreme Court ani mo kwabra Japan papa mo sa justice mi nsa na eku mo no wo ye be fa ho e ma mu bua ya te pepepe da bia wo twam koba wo ho na afa na akọ na nko akọ share the same thing wa ha da wo dia wo nkrofo edidia na so wadaye ya wo no wo ye saman wo fi ai wa ba fie na o sa akọ saman pomu wo ha na e dia wo ni ha what ma say wo no ekwa wo di nipa faso na tete wo di nipa faso you make us e ba Mugabe mu show wo ai miduro pomu so ma me nwram. First one, because second one man comes to me and Paboni in the other soldier for police for soldier for my end. But the first one, what the Supreme Court to them who fall cramp or do Pope jump and wouldn't so you call 1 year Bema Yadiktua. Every power on your show. Who to so quiet. Who you now? Just say Nipa Yana sit down. Obipana also in part to Mukakra. And what is it a see yet? More than Nipa, you find no Mamuchi Kotum. You find no my concern, Woman Saba. Now what you weird wakwa baby you no Supreme Court there be no more for cheho Supreme Court dem my room be mienu mi ensa nine.
I'm on left to plan.
Money man nyina anya djuma. Wo ko on my even wire o Supreme Court. Light is wire on bo. Ai surface one ahoma nam da ho nyina. Na wako baby ya hon mo dem wo fani ade ye wako aso no mo ye dey. Na me the committee for na me ade no kade ne ye the secretary bibia is massive ja eni ye di ne wudi. Wako abonti akobi mo we to be sa committee na ni bi mo na. Wo kwakwa dey. Wo kwam ye ko busa no nsem no be keka na wansema na say ye continue.
This evidence na nya bebre. No press conference ne kan.
Oh. And when a waste of time. One trust no more kakra na ye nyana no no president one clear ne enkoye ne bi wo say ye wie. We are moving ya kakra na ye nyana ye ye betu abone po. Enye so nyan bebre na abone po be ye. Kakra na abone po ye. Omo fam na ne forget no ye no.
Petition na mo ko nyino mo twa no mu. Na enra de no.
Omo use na
no be answer no.
Asa.
Because hearing must be in camera.
Some mommy we pass any MPs. Womu parliament na do baby mo nka no MPs nka no kra wo. Kope mommy we vetting. Na tie questions e busa no. Na tie answers. Oh, me dey meka.
Nyomu nyina.
Edu ska some mo na one. Edu nsam da no watetim. And ti mama yo mo sa no. When it come to money ma o me na ye one. Apart from ska no more bi o beka mo ye. Wo dey up amount camera.
How they agree with you.
Enti wo mo na anye. Mommy we question busa the question answers oriba. Me see wo beka say commercial court judge. Utan answers nyina ye flop. Na maami wo motiva pass no go Supreme Court judge na Chief Justice na mo agina tum na ne maami aba ne so toto ne magu a maami ni mrate hwamra de de ye eti de me kan say we na no to da ko me nkasa bebre maami we see a time hu hia na on ma agina sa wo team wonu so sa pe enye ma kofi obesa di say so resign ade a ne entitlement enye ma say de saka ne sanka ne kwa ne de ayin
entitlement there
na no justice na no apiko judges na ade na yede aponche ma mo no no wo ka ho bi o ka ho bi obia na onya be dodo na afa mu wiye even ko mo ko e mo niam so kakra so obi po ha na ko pension yes and pension pay your broken na ama biem
ni party mo di
ama mo nyina wiye what was it
ma mo welcome no mo block do melevo no
yes o ka ho bi
aye juma
ma me wait me see
we nyina wi na o si obi ntu
fan quest as I ni o don't land quest kwa benya area mu o won na mo trance
ni o dan to
won na mo trance na wo de ma busua baako na ma me we ye panel member and wo de ma busua baako ye wie ye na ono be Supreme Court judge no Chief Justice no omo ye appeal ma me say artist one leader or say 10 the man other family they say ma me we o within 1 year to no what me attend case baako de kwa no de we kwa sa ma me we na mo ka se eso ai bibia na na o tu da ko ye de ade be si
okay
the SME na ebesi ha subscribe to the channel and share the video no ma afofro ensa enkabi jajon tre e wo comment section ho macro e be share in the next video
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV